Bryce Hall puffs on a blunt on Instagram. Let's see what the fans had to say in the comments. I'm Ian Callahan.
I'm Emily Marcus, and this is how it goes down in the comments section. Bryce Hall took to Instagram last week to puff clouds of weed smoke in front of his 6.5 million followers. His only caption was a star emoji, as there is a puff of smoke covering half of his face. His fellow Swayboy influencer friend Josh Richards commented on the post, making fun of his weed tolerance, saying, "Buddy tokes one blunt, then greens out."
I mean, don't hate on somebody for greening out. That's like the worst. If you green out and you just smoke too much weed and you like start throwing up and pass out, like that'll ruin your day.
I'm not a weed gal, so I can't attest to it, but I just have to say, I feel like Bryce Hall grew up in front of our eyes.
Yeah, he just started. Well, I feel like he grew up in a weird trajectory because I feel like you're supposed to start smoking pot when you're like 16, not 21. I feel like at 21 you're like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
not. I don't
Exactly.
know. You're like good.
No. From yeah.
Let me find the hard drugs now. No, I'm kidding. But
We move on. I'm 21.
Bryce Hall seems to be living up to his clothing brand merch. His company is called Party Animal University, as he's seen last weekend standing on a chair on the Saddle Ranch giving a speech to all his friends about partying all weekend. The comment section was blowing up with people that were not very excited to see Bryce smoking a blunt. One commenter wrote on Bryce's post and said, "Hey, that's not good for you." I mean, we've talked about this before, what is good for you right now? Nothing. You can't even go outside.
Not negative comments. Honestly, do what you need to do to live your life and be happy.
Yeah. Is smoking weed worse than
a pandemic? No.
So.
Listen, he's not starting a global pandemic, okay?
Yeah, and it's technically medicine. So, for me, it just makes me go to bed and just kind of sit on the couch. That's why I can't smoke weed all day. I don't know how people can smoke a whole blunt and then be like, hey, I've got to go do something now.
I know people like that.
That's
it's just remarkable.
So wild.
But
I can't
also,
do that.
you're the go-to Saddle Ranch guy here. Did you see this go down?
Oh, yes. Him standing on a chair. I also watched a video of him doing it because I couldn't hear what he's saying, but at one point I heard him I saw him standing on a chair and screaming some speech, and the people that were around me were like, "Is this a frat party?" And I was like, "Yes, it is."
Yes, welcome to Saddle Ranch. It is a frat party.
It is a frat party.
Another fan of Bryce Hall wrote, "Don't smoke, kid." Commenter, he doesn't care what you have to say.
I also I don't think that they should not smoke. I'm not against smoking weed at all, especially the influencers. And the more that they just make it seem normal, because it is legal, completely legal here, for recreational use. So the more people just do it and they're like, hey, yeah, I smoke weed all the time, or I smoke weed, and they put it on their Instagram, then it won't be so taboo.
Yeah, there's definitely a stigma right now.
Which is just stupid. Especially in California. Some of the other Sway boys jumped in the comments to make fun of Bryce, commenting that he doesn't even smoke like that. Quentin Riggs commented on his friend's post saying, "You don't even burn, Bryce." I think this is
is that lingo for smokers?
No. This is a callback to the show Real Bros of Simi Valley. Have you seen that on Facebook?
Real Brothers of Simi Valley.
Real Bros of Simi Valley. It's a joke show that Jimmy Tate wrote.
That's hilarious.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent and plug something else, but I think that is a inside joke.
The Sway guys love to make fun of each other in the comment section of each other's Instagrams, usually flooding each other's posts with funny comments. One more fan thought that he was still at Saddle Ranch eating cotton candy and taking Jaeger bombs, as he wrote, "At first glance, I thought you were eating cotton candy, but then I did a double take and I ooped."
It actually does look like a cotton candy. It's a pretty solid. Its
His puff skills are 10 out of 10.
Well, it's just it doesn't look like he even inhaled. It looks like he just hit it a bunch of times and then just let it come out of his.
I love that the first guess this person has is cotton candy from Saddle Ranch. How iconic.
But also, and the Jaeger bombs. I don't know what. You can tell that there are kids that just turned 21 that can drink because they're taking Jaeger bombs.
No.
It's ridiculous.
Could never, would never, should never.
So what do you guys think? Should Bryce Hall be smoking a blunt on his Instagram? I'm Ian Callahan.
I'm Emily Marcus, and that's how it goes down in the comments section.